Welcome to another edible adventure. Tonight we are making leeks and spaghetti for dinner. So I have my two pans on the stovetop and I'm going to boil water in the bistro pot while I saute leeks on medium heat. With the leek, you can cut off the tops and slice it in half to wash each individual layer. Leeks can often have a lot of mud, so you'll definitely want to do that. And once it's washed, you can slice it lengthwise. Keep your fingers curled back to protect them. And when you're done, then we're going to saute them. Remember to turn on the fan. My fan is pretty loud, but it really does a great job at getting the moisture out of the air. Make sure you let your butter melt completely before adding the leeks to that pan. And to your pasta water, you want to add salt. You want to add enough salt that it's a bit like a salty sea. So taste the pasta water as well before you add it, because you're flavoring the pasta with that salty water. As the pasta cooks down into the water, you want to try to encourage those pieces to sink beneath the boiling water as quickly as possible so that it's cooking evenly. Add the leeks to the butter when there's a bit of a browning smell. Don't let the butter burn, but make sure that it has a deep, rich flavor from the browning. Here I have just sped up what it looks like to saute leeks. Whenever you read about wilting leeks, this is what they're talking about. I added a bit of salt and I give it a stir every so often, but you can see that the leeks are softening. And then we use parmesan and a beautiful olive oil called marula that has won a silver award and very rightly so deserves that award. It's a lovely finishing olive oil. Check the pasta for doneness. You want it to be al dente, which means to the tooth. And I don't bother straining the pasta in the sink when I'm making this type of a meal. I just get every last drop and then put it directly into the pan, which makes a bit of a mess on the stove, but it's easy enough to clean up. It's just salt water. And then I combine everything. Combine it all in the pan, bring together the leeks and the sauteed butter. And then once it's combined, you want to add in the parmesan and the olive oil. Drizzle it on top, but make sure the heat is low. You want the olive oil to actually act as a flavor, not as a cooking device here. You're not using it for heat. I dropped the lemon here. Lemon rind is a great way to add a bit of citrus, but it's not so on the nose, and you can also add a bit of color. It's a nice way to finish a light pasta with these type of spring flavors. Finally, pepper. Always pepper. Gives a bit of a punch in the finish. And you have your dinner in as long as it takes to boil the pasta, essentially. Just a quick tip on placing spaghetti on a plate. It's always easiest with a pair of tongs. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.